Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to probably one final match tonight. Football Manager 2017 Season 3 as Chippenham in the 2017 edition of the Dafuge Challenge. You can find the details of this challenge in the challenges and signups thread of the SI Community Games forums. We are in our third season, as I mentioned, playing as Chippenham, and we are on a push for the playoffs. Predicted 24th, second season in the Vanarama National League. We are currently sitting in 6th place, 44 points, 4 points from the playoffs. We have a match in hand, so we might be 1 point from the playoffs. But we're not going to find that out today because we've got a full slate of matches in the Vanarama National League today. So regardless of what happens, we're going to end up with a match in hand. Maybe we can close on Ebbsfleet. I'm not sure who these teams above us are playing. We'll actually take a look at that here very briefly. Ebbsfleet, Cheltenham, and Wrexham are the three that I'm interested in. Let's take a quick look. National League. So, fixtures, Ebbsfleet, where are they? There they are playing Wrexham. So, the number 3 and 5 team are teeing off against each other. And then Cheltenham are playing Lincoln. So, oh my! This could be brilliant. The number 2 and number 4 team are teeing off against each other. The number 3 and number 5 team are teeing up against each other. I really don't care if Lincoln win. Although, ideally, I guess what I want is draws all around and us to get a win. That would gain us 2 points on everybody with the match on hand. If anyone were to win, I'd probably want Lincoln to win. We're obviously not likely to make the playoffs. Not the playoffs, win the title, so we're looking at making the playoffs. If one of those teams, one of those bottom 3 teams drop all 3 points, and maybe the other 2 work into a tie, we have a really good chance at a shot at the playoffs. I guess we still do. There's still plenty of matches left to play, 19 matches left, so nothing is certain, but I would love to actually get into those playoff spots. When we were predicted 24th. We've been on a great run without 5 wins in a row, we'll put it that way. Go back just a little bit further, we're 6 matches unbeaten, trying to build up another run at our record of 11, which we tied this season, unable to beat it because Barrow managed 1 goal against us. First place Barrow, by the way, beat us 1-0 in our first match against them. So what we have is we have Boston United and then Dulwich Hamlet are our next 2 league matches. Then we have an FAT second round. Taking a quick look, Boston are in 20th place. Dulwich Hamlet are in 16th place. Dulwich Hamlet we have faced 1 time. We lost 2-0 earlier in the season to them. Boston United we have faced 1 time. We beat them 1-0 earlier in the season. So, Boston United just up from the Vanarama North last season. So this is their first season in the National League. And, of course, they're struggling. They are in 20th. That is our next match up. It will be an away match, but they are 20th place. We're going to go out and try to secure the win. Which would, by the way, tie our record for number of wins in a row as well. 6 wins in a row in our first season is our record. We're going to go out and try to tie that and then exceed that next match. It must be played at an off time because I don't see us on. Oh, there we are. Second fixture on the list. Let us go and push for some points and get us a little bit closer to that playoff spot. Alex Ferguson here is just 6 appearances away from tying the team record for number of league appearances. I don't think we are missing anybody this... Oh my God, they got 1,670 tickets sold. My God. That's an ungodly number. I'm getting 350 fans, if I'm lucky. I think I got 335 home fans last match. 350 total or something like that. My God, I'm jealous. Okay. You'll see, I mentioned this last match, because of the fixture congestion, 10 matches in a 31-day period, or an average of about one every 3.5 days. I'm doing a lot of rotation, trying to keep the legs fresh. We have our first break coming up, 1 week break coming up in 3 matches right after that FA Trophy match. But we have 3 matches between now and then, including today's match. And then we have a whole week off, which will be our first break since the 13th of December, without going, we haven't gone more than 4 days without a match between, since the 13th of December, or maybe even earlier. So we've got some rotation going on. We have a new loanee in. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance to throw him in. He's not been with the team but a few days now. Loanee from our senior affiliate. And I just want to see what he does. If he really struggles, I will replace him with Ryder, who would normally be in that spot. He just played a match a couple days ago, which is why I want to give him a break. And I just want to see what he can do. I've also got both fullbacks replaced, so Hodgkiss and Wild are in. Raymond in for Deeney as well. Again, I've always rotated the 2 anchormen every other match to keep them in. Cunningham up front with Obafemi, and Gilmore on instead of Evans, I think it is, that played that spot. So a bit of a rotation this match, not unusual. Again, playing Boston United, they should be able to do it. These players have all played, except for Rhodes. All of these players have played multiple matches. I'm fairly confident in their abilities. It's just a big switch of players between last match and this match. And said they'll all get a break here coming up, and then I can go back to my normal rotation of players. Okay, Boston United key man Isaac Christie Davis. He's a deep lying playmaker. He's playing in the AMC role here. Okay. And the relegation zone, Ferguson is my key player. He's in the center of my midfield. And we're looking for the 3 points here. We are the favorites. 4-1 against Boston United winning. Ref with 4 red cards, still only 0.2 per match. 52 yellow cards, 2.4 per match. A little bit higher than we've been saying on both accounts, so he might be something we have to take into account. Let's go ahead and set up. Marking. Less danger if we show him onto his weaker foot. We'll add that instruction to that player. It's one of those things I need to pay a little bit more attention to sometimes. Carry out where we left off. We should be winning this match. I'm going to tell them that. Okay, well, they weren't completely put off by it. Would have liked for a little bit more from them. We're going to start out at the higher position, but pull back the defensive line just a little bit. I ought to take a look and see as far as forward to 10 to 15, so not the same as mine. 10 to 15, so yeah, an average of about 12 and a half. Pace is very similar in their attack to my defense, so I think we're okay here. Let's go ahead and kick off. Okay, Boston. stadium, and yeah, they definitely have the fans in those stands, don't they? I'm jealous. First of all, I don't know why it is these widgets just keep disappearing on me. Oops. And now it won't let me pull up what I need. I definitely want the assistant manager's feedback, if nothing else. Well, oh, there we go. Okay, get that, get Chippenham and Chippenham. There we go. That's my normal slate of widgets. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on. So they are kicking off, going from right to left in the yellow jerseys and black shorts. We're in the blue and white, going from left to right. Minimize these for now. Ferguson, Gilmore to Cunningham. So Cunningham and Obafemi have really teamed up well together. Obafemi currently leads the team in both goals and assists, something like 13 goals and 8 assists. Cunningham came match. We had a 1-0 lead over Halifax, and Halifax was down to 10 men. I brought him on. Basically, I was just killing the clock by making the 90th minute sub. Cunningham came on and scored 2 goals after coming on the 90th minute. So he now has 10 or 11 goals on the season. But Obafemi and Cunningham have really teamed up well together as strike partners, feeding off of each other and feeding each other. So I'm really pleased with the way they've worked out. Like I said, it's a bit of a mishmash of a lineup. Like I said, everybody except for Rhodes, the loanee, have played, but not necessarily this many non-starting or key players, or the players that I consider my number one starts in each position. Not so many of them at once. So we'll have to see how up, I think. And we're free kick conceded, comes out wide, short, pushed backwards as I put the pressure on. Wild with the interception on the far sideline, feeds Brown back to Raymond to Gilmore out wide to Hodgkiss. Hodgkiss was the hero a couple matches ago when he scored the only goal against was it White Hawk here? I forget who it was. St. Albans, maybe? The only goal came from the fullback Hodgkiss. A lot of time in this season. He was out injured for with a hip injury, and at 33, he just hasn't completely recovered his physical attributes that dropped while he was out on injury. He was signed this year to be my leading fullback, but turns out that the extra pressure of having him on the team has Marsden playing very well. So Hodgkiss really not going to get too many starts, and in fact, he's going to be let go at the earliest opportunity. I just put him on the unwanted list and had my director of football try to offload him. Nobody took him up. And at 33 years old, I didn't anticipate him actually getting picked up by anybody. I don't know what I'm going to do with him with his contract going through next year. I don't think I want him on the team through next year. At 33, he's just really not there. But he was the hero of the match a couple matches ago, where he scored the only goal in a match that saw the ref display 10 yellow cards. The ref let the match go for 40 minutes without pulling a card, and then he pulled 5 yellow cards in the final 5 minutes of the first half, and then continued in the second half with 5 more. So it was a very stop-and-go game, but Hodgkiss popped up and got the only goal of that match to keep our streak running. So he is on starting this match, and we'll see how he plays out. I think he's okay. He's 33, and he's not got the pace to keep up with the game, I don't think. I don't know. He's proven me wrong a couple times. So throw and conceded, far sideline. Out to the near sideline now. And, ooh, kept in play. Danger here, and Raymond, great tackle by the anchor man. Inside the box, inch perfect tackle. He had to do that. Unfortunately for cutoff, he had plenty of time before Raymond got back to make that tackle. There's a cross. Goes a little too... Hodgkiss, long ball forward, intercepted. Ferguson with his own interception. Finds Cunningham in the center circle. Squares to Brown. Out to Wild on the far sideline. Brown down that left flank. Can't keep it in play. It goes out for a throw-in. So here it is in January, and it's a balmy 51-degree sunny day. Perfect day for some football. Obafemi, couldn't quite get on the end of that little chip forward. He had all the space open in front of him if he could have come down with that ball. Long ball forward toward Obafemi. He gets on the end of it and gets out a little bit in front of him and is cleared out for a throw. And he was behind the defense once again. Cross comes in and straight to the keeper. So a couple dangerous opportunities for both teams now here early in the half. Obafemi out wide to Wild. Wild gets a cross that's deflected behind. It'll be our first corner of the match. First corner for either team. Taken out top. Back to Gilmore in this corner. Oh, and Obafemi's header goes just over that far corner. The near corner, far corner from where he was. Near corner is per our perspective. Was a... It was. We have 1 of 4 crosses completed. Amazing. Ball back in the center circle, now out wide again. And then Mourhino, great save. He was originally the number 2 keeper. Played the start most of last year. Mourhino was Lewis's understudy. Lewis started the season injured, never reclaimed his first team spot. I did just re-sign Lewis as a player goalkeeper coach, however, for a year or two. 17 goalkeeper coaching rating, so I finagled the finances a little bit, finagled his contract, and got him on for a player goalkeeper coach. Now Lewis has only started 2 matches this season, but he also hasn't complained. He is 37 years old. He'll be 38 at the end of the season, so he's not worried about not getting play time. There's a dangerous cross that bounced off this striker. So I now have a goalkeeper coach on the team with a 17 coaching rating. And that's before he has any coaching licenses as well. Cunningham keeps that ball in play, brings it back to Hodgkiss, who miscontrols it, then picks it back up. Gilmore to Cunningham to Ferguson. Ferguson loses possession, comes back the other way. So here early in the match, approaching the 20-minute mark, roughly equal in possession. Both teams have had 1 shot. They've had 1 on target. Ours was just over. Passing for us, 76%, just a touch low, but right about the wheelhouse I'm aiming for. We've got a cross complete, can't argue about that. 4 or 5 tackles, so pretty much status quo for us. The only thing is Boston is in 20th place. I expect to do the work here and get the points, which means making some more scoring opportunities, which we haven't done yet. Ball all the way back to the Boston keeper. Long ball forward, knotted down, and Brown guilty of a handball there. It will be taken short. Back to the center of the field, then out wide. Midfield, back across midfield. And then ball forward, Raymond with the interception. Falls to Brown, Ferguson. Squares to Gilmore. Obafemi's behind the defense. Slows it up. Can't get the cross off. Ball falls back to Wild. Keeps it in. Sends it back to Burke. Then Gilmore up to Cunningham. Out wide to Hodgkiss on the near sideline. again. Back to Gilmore again. Raymond in the center. Back to Gilmore. Ball forward to Cunningham. Now it's Brown as we slowly work it across to the other side of the pitch. And it makes it there, but Boston United pick it up and cross midfield. Good tackle by Brown. Gets the ball to Ferguson. Gilmore, Brown again. Out wide to Wild. Ball forward. Obafemi forces the throw in far sideline. Wild takes it. It's headed upfield. Kept in play by that right side wing player and then tripped up by Ferguson. It will be a free kick taken short. Now it's into the center. Good tackle by Raymond, but Ferguson picks it up and loses it. Raymond picks up the loose ball. All forward toward Obafemi. Can't get there. Brown nods it down. Cunningham picks it up. Out wide to Hodgkiss. Long ball across the field. Ferguson nods it down. Oh, a couple blue shirts there in the vicinity on both of those. The headed clearance didn't go far, and we had Ferguson in the vicinity. Couldn't get on the end of it. A long ball toward the corner flag. Cleared out. It'll be another throw-in from that far sideline. Obafemi tripped up. Now it'll be a free kick right on the edge of the 18, about 12 yards deep or so. Into the box, cleared out. Ferguson picks it up. Lays it off to Burke. Raymond. Rhodes. Not a name I'm used to saying or seeing because he's the loanee. And then Mourhino goes out, grabs that. Ball forward to Wild, up to Brown. Ferguson, out to Cunningham. He's got a little bit of space. Sends it across to Ferguson. Obafemi. Cunningham again, out wide to Hodgkiss. Gets a cross in. It's cleared not far. Doesn't clear the corner of the 18. Now it's upfield, and Rhodes is there. Makes the interception. Gets the ball to Burke. Brown. Obafemi flicks on. Doesn't get far enough for anyone to get onto. Now Rhodes is really good aerial in the air. He's got a 14 jumping. He's got a decent pace at 11. His tackling is a little bit suspect, but he's got good decisions. So hopefully that can make up for maybe his lack of technical ability. Out to that far sideline corner of the box, and the cross comes in and into the side netting, and it is a goal. So right now it looks like somebody's got a win to move up ahead of us. That would be Rex. That's not it. Halifax with a 2-0 goal lead over Morecambe have jumped ahead of us for the moment. We need a goal to get back into that 6th place spot. Ball out near side. A little bit of passing going on this left side for the Boston team. 4 players teaming up for multiple passes. There's a 5th player involved now. They're still keeping it in this sector of the field, and a great run by Patterson there. But Mourhino's up to the task and making the save. Ball goes to Brown. Brown to Raymond. Raymond, Gilmore, Ferguson. Back. Intercepted. Raymond nods it up the field again. So Boston actually getting the possession advantage here. Why is that? And that pass goes out wide, and it is a Chippenham throw-in from inside our half near sideline. Gilmore, Hodgkiss, up to Gilmore, keeps it in play, and then bounces a ball off of the Boston player and eventually goes out of play, and it's a Boston throw-in. And now Raymond guilty of a trip. Our 4th foul committed. They've committed 1. Into the box, cleared out, not far. Now it's cleared, scrambled away as there's a scramble right at the top of the box. Goes all the way back to the 18-yard area on the Boston far sideline. Ball cleared up by the keeper, Hodgkiss. Clears it back up into the opposition 18. Back upfield by the keeper. Cleared back across midfield by our defense. Little chip forward. Rhodes is there to make the clearance. Picked up by Boston again. Rhodes with another clearance. He's winning the headers, and that's what I expect them to see. There's a tackle 1. Cunningham with the ball. Probably an interception credited. Raymond, Gilmore, Brown, Ferguson, up to Obafemi. See if we can get an attack out of this. We haven't had any, really. Brown to Gilmore, up to Ferguson. Cunningham, out wide, Hodgkiss. Keeps it in play and then can't control it. Loses possession, but the ball falls to Raymond. Ferguson, Raymond again, Gilmore, Ferguson, Obafemi, and Cunningham teeing up each other, but neither of them can get the shot off. Ball goes out wide. Cross comes in, cleared out by Burke. And then Brown goes in with a sloppy tackle, and it's a free kick. Corner of the box, Wild clears it. Can't get it fully cleared now, goes across midfield and out of play on the far sideline. Okay, guys, time for team talk here. Let's go with a little bit of concentration here, because I have a feeling that that's what we're doing, losing some concentration on our passing and on some of that tackling in the back. Brown couldn't control it. Ball falls back to Burke. Rhodes forward to Ferguson. Ferguson to Brown. Brown loses possession, comes back, wins it back with a tackle, but the ball falls to the Boston player in the center circle. Good hustle by Brown to get back on that tackle, however. Ball out wide, near sideline now. Hodgkiss with a tackle trip, and it is another Boston free kick. Cleared out by Wild. Back to this near sideline, near corner of the box. Cross comes in and goes out behind. Might have been a shot, I'm not sure. Don't know how that registered. Rhodes to Gilmore. Gilmore to Hodgkiss. Up to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Brown. To Gilmore. Up to Cunningham. Squares it to Ferguson. Ferguson, pass looking for Wild out on that far sideline. Misses him. Gets intercepted, but then Ferguson wins it back right away. Obafemi to Brown to Gilmore. Ferguson. Obafemi, couldn't quite keep that corralled. Got it in front of him and he lost possession. Obafemi back to Burke. Raymond. Okay, so this is a little bit better after that little shout we gave. Now we're playing more in their half of the field at least. Gilmore to Ferguson. Little through ball. Cunningham tries to run onto it. Forces a clearance out wide. It's a throw-in for Chippenham. Cunningham's cross gets blocked out behind, or blocked out the side. It's another throw-in. 1 of 5 crossing now. Burke with the good tackle and clearance finds Cunningham, but then Cunningham and Ferguson lose it up front. Ball back to the near sideline. It's still in the Boston side, and then a long ball forward goes out wide. It's a Chippenham throw midway in our half. Approaching the 40-minute mark. Not much going on so far as attacking. Boston 1 to Chippenham. Obafemi, Brown, Gilmore intercepted. Tried to find Cunningham at the edge of the 18. Goes out wide. Missed tackle. Cross comes in. Mourhino comes out, grabs that in front of the striker. Wild ball forward. Obafemi can't get there. Ferguson nods it down to Brown. To Gilmore. Up to Obafemi. Back to Wild. Into Gilmore again. Ferguson now. Cunningham. Cunningham loses possession. Boston long ball forward. Mourhino comes up. Scoops it up. Sends that out wide to Hodgkiss. Ball forward. Nobody can get on the end of it. Cunningham forces pass back to the keeper. Looked like it went out the end line. No indication that it was out, and it's cleared back downfield. Far side. There I saw. And Hodgkiss guilty of a trip. There'll be a free kick from 36 yards or thereabouts. Out the near corner. Probably not in shooting range. Hodgkiss blocks that. And then keeper Mourhino, great save. That ball was headed in that far. Inside that far post. Looked like a pretty innocuous, almost looked like a cross. And Boston looking a bit dangerous there for a bit. Ball's cleared out, throw in far sideline. Thrown to Boston. Boston definitely teams right now. Another shot gets blocked. Mourhino comes out. They registered it as a cross, not a shot, but sure looked like a shot to me. Long ball forward. Cunningham gives chase. Is going to force the clearance. We'll earn a throw-in off of that. Just have not created anything up in the attacking third here. Rhodes, good interception. Pass behind Hodgkiss, but he tracks back and picks it up, and we get another throw-in here at the near sideline, right inside the 18 here. That's twice in this match, I think, that happened. Brown's shot deflects out behind for a corner. Right from the edge of the box, Brown took that shot, and that corner gets cleared. Stoppage time. We are in the stoppage time. Brown out wide to Hodgkiss. Brown got some space, didn't take the shot that time. Layoff pass by Ferguson to Obafemi. Obafemi couldn't get the shot off. Was still at his feet when he looked down. Throw in far sideline, and that is the half. Let's take a look at some things here. Not happy. Looking for you to make a difference. Okay. Take a look at our instructions. Let's go to a shorter passing. Go back to our normal and leave it at that. We'll. As far as subs, I am not going to make any, although Brown is probably not going to. Is probably going to. 15 minutes or so. They've made no subs of their own. There is a foul here against Obafemi, giving up a free kick. Gilmore sends it to the box. Keeper comes all the way out to the penalty spot to grab that. Long ball field upfield by the keeper. Raymond picks it up, sends it upfield, and earns a throw-in as it's not out of play. Hodgkiss, Cunningham tripped up right at the corner of the 18. It'll be another free kick. Gilmore couldn't quite get there. Now he's going to be dangerous in those set pieces if I can get them to him. Raymond guilty of a trip. Boston. Out wide comes the ball. Crosses block. Second crosses block, but falls to Boston. Danger there. Ferguson picks it up. Obafemi to Cunningham. Back to Obafemi. We've got a 4-on-4 here. Then slows up. Raymond, Gilmore, Cunningham. Out wide to Hodgkiss. He's going to get a cross in, maybe. Yes, it's deflected behind. Get the cross. He had a free lane. Ball's cleared out. Ferguson nods it out wide again to Gilmore. Gilmore's cross gets deflected out down the sideline and up the midfield where it's cleared. And Hodgkiss guilty of a little push there. It'll be a Boston free. Yeah, we've dropped down to 7th. There's no change there. Harrogate, St. Albans, Kidderminster, Braintree. Who am I interested in here? Wrexham still beating Ebbsfleet. So Ebbsfleet we're gaining 1 point on anyway. But Halifax in front of us too. Here's danger. He turned outside instead of inside. That could have been dangerous if he turned inside. Cross comes in from deep. Mourhino goes up, grabs it, sends it out to Hodgkiss. Cunningham giving chase. Can't quite get there and had nobody following up in the center. Long ball forward. Rhodes is there. Makes the pass out to Hodgkiss. Long ball forward by Hodgkiss. Can't quite clear the defense. Cunningham was running out. Would have been free. Good tackle. Sent out. Upfield. Out wide then. Back into the inside. Wide again near sideline. Closed down quickly. Back to the center. Near sideline again. Wild picks it up. Sends it downfield and out of play. Throw in near sideline for Boston. Headed down to the center. Burke to Raymond. Gilmore. Obafemi on side. Looks like it. Ooh, kept in play on the end line, but then lost control. Brown picks it up. Out to Wild. Near sideline. Into Gilmore in the center circle. All the way back to the keeper and we reset. Long ball forward. Finds Wild in space. Raymond. Brown. Up to Ferguson. Cunningham. Brown again. Loses possession. Burke picks up the loose ball. Wild. Ferguson. Brown. Gilmore back to Raymond, up to Brown. A lot of good movement here and some good passing. We're just not creating chances. Raymond, little ball over the top. Nobody's there. And it will be a goal kick. Ball forward, headed back upfield by Raymond. Out wide by Boston. Back into the center, over the top, and offside. I wasn't sure if he was offside or not. There was Burke was kind of hanging right level with him. It was a matter of when the pass came there. A good job by Burke drawing him offside. And I'm not playing offside. Can't find Cunningham. Oh, he did. That was Cunningham that flicked it on forward. But nobody there. Brown with the ball. Burke out wide, Wild, near side, in center to Brown. Chase that one down. And it is a goal kick. Come on, guys. Need a goal. Get this winning streak to continue. Ball into the center. Bit danger, but closed down quickly. Another ball into the center. Rhodes with the clearance. Rhodes not having a bad debut. Ferguson, Obafemi, Brown. Obafemi, Gilmore. Finds Cunningham in the center. Cunningham has to send it back. Or now on the far sideline, pressured, sends it into Raymond, then switch to Burke and over to the near side now. Wild little through pass to Obafemi, and crosses. Obafemi, here's a cross that gets cleared out and upfield near sideline. Little bit of a counterattack on here, but slowed up quickly. Little centering pass there after much anticipation, as play just kind of was at a standstill there for a minute. Burke, Brown, Gilmore. Gilmore gets a little bit of a tug there, and to the Boston player. Obafemi can't keep that in, and we've got our first sub by lone striker. Still playing in that 4-4-2 with a deep line forward as opposed to two level strikers. Cunningham tripped up, free kick. It's not quite shooting range. Taken out wide, Hotchkiss forces a corner. Good job. Giving chase down that near corner flag, leaving the keeping him from clearing it out wide. He cleared it behind. Long ball forward. Sends it forward into the opposition 18, and it goes out for a thrown. Okay, I'm going to make my first sub as well, as we're at the hour mark. Let's put Evans in. Field. Ball comes into the center and deflects back. Going to get a yellow card for that trip there. No doubt about that one. Free kick from 24 yards or so off the corner, and then a shot comes in from about 30 yards, goes on, and he's made another sub. Really? See my sub and raise me a sub? I don't see who it is. Oh, it's Smile came on, midfielder. Okay. Not too concerned about anything specific for him. Ferguson, so I've replaced a midfielder. He replaces a midfielder to counter. Ooh, oh my! What a goal! 35 yards out of nothing. Oh. Ball from Ferguson, teed up on his left foot, near side corner, top right, top left. What a beautiful goal, and Obafemi is absolutely on fire. And we've got their third and final sub, and they've gone to a different formation here, I see. Mark the fullbacks in onto their weaker feet. Absolutely scintillating goal. Okay, we've got our goal. We're back in sixth. We're a point out of fifth still with Ebbsfleet. We're actually within striking distance of fourth with that match in hand. What is Cheltenham doing? Are they in a draw? I think they're still in a draw. They are. If the scores ended this way with our match in hand, we could actually be in fourth. Okay, so now, can we hold on to the lead? Boston's proven to be a bit more than I anticipated. Obviously, they haven't been too clinical in front of goal. Crosses like that we've been able to just handle. But they're going to come at us with everything now. There's a little flick on into the box if their striker's a little bit faster or he's one-on-one with the keeper. Ferguson, Gilmore, you know what we're going to do? We're going to change things up. We're going to go to a counter because he's going to be back deep. We're going to go into a slightly up pace counter-attacking here and try to catch them in space here with everybody up front. Wild guilty of a trip there. Okay, who do I have on the bench for defense here? I've got Ryder. Deeney could play that fullback spot on the left if I needed him. Evans, Obafemi into Ferguson, Gilmore, Cunningham. Obafemi single-handedly doing something this match to keep that run going, and Duncan with a free attempt at goal practically. A little bit of pressure on his right shoulder, but That ball goes flying wide. Again, a little bit fortunate for us, I think, because that cross came too easily. Long ball forward. Raymond makes a clearance. Not far. Picked up by Boston at midfield. Goes out wide into the center. And, oh, hit the woodwork. Oh, we're getting fortunate here. Okay. We need, first of all, tighten up defensively. We'll sub here in a moment, I think. Raymond with the clearance goes out into the center. No shot taken. Back to this near sideline, back into the center. Gilmore, good tackle, gets the ball to Cunningham over the top. Obafemi earns a throw, and I wasn't sure who got on the end of that. I thought it was the other player, but I wasn't entirely sure. Ferguson nods it down, and then his cross gets blocked behind it. It's a corner kick for Chippenham. We've only got 3 shots this match. Far post, cleared out. Rhodes was in the area. Ooh, Ferguson kept that in play, and then Raymond wins the loose ball, and then Boston win it right back, but their pass forward goes out. On. Right now, Boston's been, since we scored that goal and Boston made the formation change, it's been lots of Boston and not very much of us at that time. Evans, Ferguson finds Obafemi. Obafemi's tripped up. It'll be a free kick from about 38 yards. Probably not a shooting free kick. And cleared out wide for a throw in near side. I was wrong. Wild to Obafemi. Gilmore loses possession, goes out wide. Patterson's there. Little chip forward. Mourhino's quick off the mark. Beats the striker to it. Not by much. Gilmore, Ferguson, Wild into center. Gilmore lost possession. Evans, Ferguson. Might be Gilmore I pull off here. He's not sure he's no. Okay, next sub will be Deeney. Get some fresh legs in that anchor man. A lot of distance. Matter of who my third sub is going to be. I think what I might do is move Burke out wide because it's obvious Rhodes is more than Ryder to come in as well. Evans, good control, finds Obafemi. Back pass to Ferguson. Ferguson tracks back to pick it up. Wild into Gilmore. Obafemi, Ferguson, back to Deeney. Deeney to Gilmore. Gilmore tripped up. It'll be a free kick and another yellow card maybe? Nope, just a lecture. Might have been a bit harsh for a yellow card. He shot from this range last time. He shoots again. That time he puts it over everything, including the moon, I think. Rhodes, good interception. Oh, and then he loses it. Danger. Tracked back quickly by the blue shirts to cover it up. Gilmore in a little bit of space. Finds Obafemi. Very poor decision by the defender to pass that to the keeper along the line. Keeper had to hoof that one clear. He almost didn't see it coming. Evans, it's a bit of a counterattack. Oh, ball not quite enough to get through to the 3 blue shirts in the center there. Interesting play here the last couple minutes. Cunningham, Ferguson shot. Looked like it got blocked. Looked like it registered as a shot. Wild to Obafemi. Gilmore. Coming up near sideline. Gilmore wins it back. Loses it. Deeney picks it up. Evans. Ferguson. Evans again. Finds Gilmore. Gilmore to Evans to Cunningham. Intercepted. Rhodes comes up and makes an interception. Cunningham. Ball forward. Looked like a little through ball attempt to Obafemi. Got deflected and intercepted. Little chip over the top. Boston gets a cross in. Burke with the clearance. Back to the corner of the 18, however. Post, Mourhino goes up and grabs it. Heart's pounding. Wild, long ball forward, nobody's in the vicinity. Keeper comes out, controls it at the edge of the box. Almost thought he handled it outside the box. Hodgkiss, long ball forward. Obafemi Forces the keeper to make another running clearance. Obafemi almost beat him to that ball, too. Ferguson with the clearance goes out of play, throwing near side. Okay, wow, what do we do here? Final sub. That's at playing outside. A little nervous having a Hodgkiss out there on a poor condition, 68, and on a yellow card. So we're going to bring Ryder in. It'll be Ryder and Rhodes. Yeah, we'll leave it like that, I think. Rhodes has been good in that spot that he's been in, so a little bit nervous about this change, but I'm more nervous about having the tired out Hodgkiss. If he gets beaten, gets a little tug or a jersey pull or a trip or something like that on a yellow card, it'll be danger. So I'm going to pull him off. Obafemi in space. Ferguson, oh my! Ferguson from 45 yards on target at that near post. Keeper makes a diving save and just manages to tip it behind. Wow. Ooh, kept in play. It's danger. Near side. Oh, and the striker overruns it there. He had they had 4 yellow jerseys forward. We only had 2 back in coverage. Defense held. Let the keeper start his match of clean sheets, or streak of clean sheets again, because he did concede one last match, I think. Wild to Obafemi, back to Wild. We've got 8 minutes left. Ball over the top. Ryder's there, makes the clearance. Got fresh legs in the defense, fresh legs in the DM role as well. So about as solid as we can get defensively, given this stage of the match. Wild guilty of a trip, and player goes down injured, so we're temporarily up a man. Ball's cleared by Burke, up to Cunningham, out on that far sideline, pulls it back to Burke. Burke, ball forward. Evans nods it down to Cunningham, back to Gilmore. Evans, Ferguson, some tackles avoided there. Wild cross gets blocked, and it's a counterattack, 2-on-2. But without one of their strikers. Deeney, the anchor man, comes back, makes the tackle, and their injured player's back on the pitch. Good interception by Evans, then Ferguson clears it, but it's out for a throw-in near side. And this is going to be a thrilling end of the match. Ooh, danger. Burke is there, makes the clearance. Had far post I thought was going to get on the end of it, but it doesn't, and Burke makes the clearance. Burke playing in that unfamiliar, not completely familiar right-hand roll. Then comes a shot from 22 yards, and then Mourhino's up to the task, clears it wide. It is a corner, cleared out. Gilmore clears it further than Ferguson, gets on the end of it, but can't keep control. Burke with the clearance coming into his more familiar center spot, and then that ball goes behind. The heart is definitely pounding with a one goal lead, and Boston really pressing hard. Ryder, Rhodes, back to the keeper. Mourhino, ball forward. Can't quite get one by Obafemi, and then there's an offsides, and we get to slow it down a little bit. 2.5 minutes to go, plus, 3 minutes of stoppage time, I would guess. Obafemi can't get on the end of that. Deeney nods it down, but doesn't go far. So Boston with the ball. Out to the far side, and then a long shot. That was never in danger of going in. Keeper gets to take some time off the clock. We've got 90 seconds left, plus stoppage time. Ryder ball forward, finds Cunningham, a little bit of space. He slows it down, brings it back to Evans. Back up to Cunningham. And then Obafemi, and the keeper tips that wide. I'm not sure that was going in, but the keeper tipped it wide, and it's a corner kick. Cunningham, Obafemi teaming up again for some magic. And then we earn a throw-in on that that clearance, and that'll allow us to eat some more time off. Evans, pulled that just a little bit. There were 2 players there that could have gotten on the end of that pass. Gilmore to Ferguson. Up toward Cunningham. Cunningham's not going to get there. Long ball forward near the corner flag. Wild clears it out. A throw in near sideline. Boston about 12 yards. Corner of the box. Crossed in. Rhodes comes out. Makes the clearance. Good job by the debutant. Out wide to Ferguson. Keeps it in play, and then he loses possession trying to cut inside with the ball. Then tracks back, makes the interception, and then loses it, miscontrols it. Wild slows things down by into tripping up the player. Gives up a free kick. 90 seconds left of regulation. Rhodes with another good clearance. There comes across. Ryder with the clearance. Ferguson picks up the loose ball, brings it to the near sideline. He's pressured. Wild with picks it up, and then he dribbles backward. Ryder with the clearance. Little chip over the top. And there it is. That is what I was afraid of. Just one time, lobbed it over the top. Keeper just misses it. He whiffs on it. Mourhino with a very rare mistake. Looks like he was accusing the other player of pushing him, but I didn't see any contact. And wow, what a way to, well, not lose it, but certainly not win it now. Told you my heart was pounding. Wow, what a dull second half, anything but. Starting out with Obafemi's magnificent strike, and then enduring such a push by Boston United, and Boston was eventually rewarded. I want to say it was a rather easy. That's not the word I'm looking for, because it was nothing. It wasn't easy, but it was a goal that should have been prevented. Mourhino should have either not come out for it, or once he came out, he should have punched it or something. He completely whiffed on it, and we lost the 2 points. Wow. Player of the match does go to Obafemi because of that strike. Let's look at that strike one more. Absolutely magnificent. So it started with Ferguson in the back. Evans lost a pass, bounce backwards. Happened so fast. Let's watch it again. Ball started in the back. Evans had a pass deflected originally here in the middle. Right here. Don't do that. Oh, well. I'm not going to go back. Evans had a pass deflected, picked it up, got it forward. Ferguson had a little flick on past Obafemi. Obafemi still from 35 yards. Managed to find the net to open the scoring. And, well, unfortunately, we conceded that stoppage time goal after a flurry of attacking options by Boston. Boston earns a point. They deserved it after that. They had gone five matches without a win. We'd gone 5 matches unbeaten, or 5 wins in a row. Well, that streak is over, but we're still on 7 matches unbeaten. And we're still within striking with the 1 match in hand. We're still in striking distance of that 5th place spot. And that match in hand is the next match we have to play, I do believe. I'm stuck. Yeah, we'll get to see the goals again. Ferguson, Gilmore, Evans pass bounces back. It was Ferguson that picked it up, and then Obafemi. That is got to be a potential goal of the season, if not a team goal of the season. I mean, if not a league goal of the season, that's certainly going to be the team goal of the season. I can't think of any better than that. And then here, Ferguson pressured back, Wild pressured back into Ryder. Ryder makes the clearance, and now it was just one time he just touched it forward. It just went up in the air like a balloon, came down. Boyes was on the end of it. Mourhino had gone out to make a play at it. He just whiffed. He just absolutely whiffed. I wonder if Mourhino got a mistake for that. Let's take a look. I would consider that a mistake, but I'm a former keeper, so who knows. Chippenham, mistakes. Yep, it certainly was a mistake that led to a goal, which was also the one mistake. So yeah, I mean, if I was the goalkeeper, I would know that was on me. You got to make the punch there. If you're not going to grab it, make the punch. It was just too easy for him to score. The net was open. All he had to do was touch it, and we lose the 2 points. But hey, we're still in a great spot. I'm not going to complain too much. He just doesn't make that many mistakes. I cannot fault him for his play this season. We'll take a look at his overall here in just a second. Well suited to north-south and potential national. Okay, so here's one of these notes that I have. Oh, I already have him. Already have notes on him. Okay. Oh, it's a match report. That's what it is. Another match report. Inverted wingback. We don't have full scouting on him, so this is one of the players we just started scouting. He's playing for Salisbury right now. All pros, no cons so far. And then Obafemi with the player of the match. Okay, so let's take a quick look at Mourhino and take a look at his stats. Mistakes. He's only made 8 total mistakes all season. 2 of them led to goals, and we just saw one of them. So, I mean, he's been solid. I cannot complain too much. The big reason why we are where we are on the table is the defense, and he's the captain of the defense. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at our overall defense here. We've looked at this about a month ago. If we take a look at the stats, team overview, best at hitting target, we're not on that list. Most goals, we're not on that list. Most crosses completed, we're probably dead last in that category. Most headers completed, nope. Most passes completed, we are 4th on that list. We've been hanging around that 71% all season long. Best average possession, we've inched up. We're now in 8th. Most fouls, now we are guilty of fouling an awful lot, it looks like. Tackles, most clean sheets, we're not quite there. Least conceded, we are joint 5th for goals conceded. And, of course, that's that's Mourhino and the rest of the defense. 7 games without losing is currently the second best overall form. We're top. And, yep, that's what it's looking like. So, here we are, approaching the 2/3 mark in the season. 46 would be roughly 16, 32, 31, 32 matches is the 1/3 mark. So, we're approaching the 2/3 mark. We're approaching that 2/3 mark. We're 28 points, match in hand, 28 matches, 45 points, match in hand. Could put us up to 48th if we manage to beat. Who's next? Braintree? We just played Braintree. Who's next? I forget. Dulwich Hamlet. So if we manage to get the 3 points, and I do believe our next match is that match in hand that we have. Let's take a look here. Next match, yes. Well, it's our match in hand. There are 3 others that will actually gain an extra match on us as well. Of them, I don't think any of them are really in front of us to worry about. Morecambe Field's right behind us. Morecambe is not in front of us. I'm only worried about the teams in front of us at this point. Dulwich is behind us. Harrogate, Kidminster are not in front of us. Whitehawk and Macclesfield. Yeah, none of them are in front of us. So when we play this next match, which is on Saturday, we will catch up in matches with everybody in front of us. So we'll know where we stand as far as the table goes in the playoff hunt. After that, then we have the FA Trophy. And then our next match after that isn't until January 25th. Where we'll still be level on, you know what? No, because there was a slate of matches here too, weren't there? No, just the 5 matches total. Yeah, we'll be roughly level on games with everybody in front of us, so we'll have a good idea where we stand on the table by the time we get to that January 25th match. Which is against, actually it isn't even on the 25th because ours is going to be played on Sunday. Oh, that is going to be a key match because that is Cheltenham right ahead of us. That could be a very pivotal match there. If we manage to pull the 3 points against Dulwich Hamlet to put us on 48, then that match could be the decider between us and Cheltenham as far as who goes in. Now, I think we still have to play Barrow again. We have to play Lincoln again, I'm pretty sure. So we still have to play some of these top teams. And like I said, 29 matches out of 28 matches out of 46. There's still a lot of time for a lot of things to happen, but we've really put ourselves in a good spot for a run at the playoffs, which is something I hadn't dreamed of at the beginning of the season. So that is it for this session. That is probably it for tonight because it is well after midnight. Once again, thanks for joining, everybody. I hope you are enjoying the series. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions, compliments. I'll take those as well. Anything you want, leave them in the comments below. If you want to see screenshots of the team of the leagues in England or indeed anywhere in the world, I do have all of the home islands loaded. So there's whatever it is, all of Ireland and Scotland and Wales, all of the leagues loaded there. None of the other European leagues are loaded, so it might not be worth seeing. What we see in those might or might not be worth anything, don't know. But I'm certainly willing to show off any screenshots you want to see. In the meantime, everybody, have a great day. Thanks for joining. Hope you're enjoying the series, and I will see you next match.